University of Valencia Science Park is research. I was born in Slovakia, but it's a typical thing in Slovakia that when you are the best student, so you're trying to go somewhere abroad. So I went to Prague. I originally wanted to study plant breeding in order to improve crops, to stop famine in the world. But during my master degree, so I got a job opportunity at the Czech Academy of Sciences, and I was working as a sequencing technician. And at that time, so I actually discovered the bacteria, how fast they grow, because I was working in a project focused on plant breeding, but at that time it was not possible to sequence plant genome at once. So we needed to insert small pieces of the plant genome inside of bacteria, and at that point I decided, wow, this is fascinating. Bacteria grow very fast. And during my master degree, so I went for Erasmus to Valencia. And I fell in love with this city, and also I met my husband. So obviously the decision was to come to Valencia. I always wanted to be a scientist, so I enrolled in a PhD degree at the University of Valencia, and I switched from plants to bacteria. I was focused on DNA sequencing, and this is actually what I'm doing right now. So I came for the first time to Valencia in 2008. It was for Erasmus, you know, the typical thing when obviously I decided to go to Valencia because of nice weather and because it's close to the beach. And then obviously I had to finish my master degree, so I went back to Czech Republic. But I wanted to be a scientist, obviously, so after that I enrolled in a PhD at the University of Valencia. So this was actually the second time when I came to Valencia, and this was already, you know, that I had my job and I kind of settled down here. But obviously after PhD, so it's recommended to go somewhere abroad to do a postdoc. So I went to Australia for 3 years, and then I went to Berkeley in California for nearly 3 years. And after that I was very homesick, so I really wanted to go back to Valencia. And since December 2021, I'm here working at I2SysBio as a group leader of the microbial single-cell genomics group. So I got my first scientific job during my master's degree. It was at the Academy of Sciences of the Czech Republic. And then I already worked as a PhD student here at the University of Valencia in the Public Health Research Institute. And after my PhD, I went for a postdoc at the University of Queensland at the Australian Centre for Ecogenomics. And after that, I got very good job offer at the University of California, Lawrence Berkeley National Lab at the Joint Genome Institute. And after that, so I got the opportunity to come back to Valencia. So I could not resist. Am I here? So I'm group leader here at I2SysBio. I lead the microbial single-cell genomics group. My group has 5 members, and I also teach at the University of Valencia. I teach subjects related to DNA sequencing, analysis of big data, bioinformatics. And so basically my jobs consist from teaching and supervision of students. I'm trying to do some research, help them, and obviously the typical things, write articles, write research projects. Just recently I applied for ERC Consolidator grant, which is one of the most prestigious individual research grants in Europe, but I still don't know the result. Just recently I had the interview, so I have to wait for the result. I currently don't have any European grants for official collaboration, but I collaborate with some people from Cambridge, from Slovakia, and I also have collaborators that I have some research granting in common in Australia and at Berkeley as well. So from these grants I don't have any financial aid, but it's established because basically I want to collaborate with them, they need my advice, and so this is the way how we can still keep going together. So in general, I enjoy to work at I2SysBio because it's a research institute which has a lot of researchers from very different backgrounds. So here are people not only focused on microbiology, but also they do plant genetics or viruses. So this helps me to be updated in different kinds of biology. this is very useful actually. We can do pretty interesting collaboration or just have very fruitful discussions. What I think that is a big advantage for working at the scientific park at the University of Valencia is that here we are not only research institutes but also small startups companies or also already bigger biotech companies. I think that for students it's very useful because they can see that there is not only academic future, there is also industrial future. So they already can see that there are some job opportunities right here, and I think that this helps them to have like better overview of what kind of job opportunities they can have in the future.